Okay, so my talking points now is going to be about this claim from atheists that morality comes from atheists. I mean empathy. Okay. So why does this matter so much? Why does it matter where morality comes from? In fact, if we all actually shared the same morality, I don't think it would actually matter that much. It would matter to religious people that you don't believe in God, you're going to hell. It would matter to atheists that they live in a society where people believe in God, that it's a fictional thing and it's crazy. These people are delusional. But overall, if we all share the same moral values, then it doesn't matter. We'll get along fine. And yeah, I think if we all do share the same moral values, as a rule, overall we'd get along perfectly fine. The issue is we don't. So you have the political left and the political right. They actually disagree on moral things. Okay? So atheists tend to be on the political left, and the political left tends to be for big government. The political right is for small government. Um, Big government, I'm going to use food stamps for an example here. Food stamps is part of the big government. Big government is social programs being funded by the government. They tax you. Taxes is something you have to pay. If you don't pay taxes, you could be jailed, you could be fined, all these different things. And yeah, it is illegal to not pay taxes. So they're literally taking money from you for food stamps to provide for other people, whether you like it or not. That's called stealing. You're taking my money against my will and literally putting it in someone else's pocket because they're poor. That's stealing. And the political left will say, they'll argue, well, let's help these people. These people are poor. You don't want to help these people? No. The political right will say, we want to open charities. We want freedom. You are actually limiting freedom by taking away people's money. You need money to do things. You need money to buy things. You need money to go places, vacations. Everything costs money. The more limited you are on money, the more limited you are to actually having the freedom to do things. So you're actually taking away freedoms by taking away more money from people, which is what big government is about. Atheists and the people on the political left are actually for this. Now, I don't think either side, between the political right and left, lack empathy or don't have empathy. I think if you're going to make a claim that morality comes from empathy, you also have to prove or somehow suggest or somehow prove that the people who don't share the same morality as you, so for in this case the big government where the atheists are for, if you actually aren't for big government, that's because you're low on empathy, you're something wrong with your empathy, or whatever it is. Whatever is grounding your morality, if it's empathy, it's not there because we have empathy and we're for big government. This doesn't, and none of this actually makes any sense. At the end of the day, the people on the political right have empathy, political left have empathy. All of us have empathy. The political right will tell you, we want charities. We want the government out of all these things. That's what we want on the political right. And we want to care for these people because when you have big government involved, you're actually messing up the economy, which is more of a disservice to these people. So we have our empathy to not have the government ruin the economy and open up charities, which they have. There's millions of charities out there. Having charities to actually help people. That's on the political right. The political left, big government. And they also want to help people having empathy. Okay, so there's no grounds here that show empathy actually leading to morality. There's grounds that show empathy actually literally leading to something that some will find moral and some will find immoral. So what is the grounds for morality? That's really what it comes down to here. I'd say grounds for morality comes from, a lot of it comes from religion. It comes from your parents, what you're taught. You have to learn morality. It's not something you just have. Empathy is something you just have. You will, by nature, if you leave someone to their own devices, they will learn to have empathy on their own for people. They can also learn morality. The problem is morality is something that needs to be grounded. So you need to teach grounded morality to people. You cannot ground morality by just suggesting you can have empathy for things. So where's your grounding there? What's grounding your morality? I don't know what's grounding morality with empathy. And that's all I gotta say about morality for now, coming from empathy.